experience been like for you?
Well, I'm a redshirt freshman now, so I mean the experience right now is still a learning experience. I'm still trying to learn, trying to get better every single day, and well, every single day we're all just trying to work better, compete. That's all we can do. So I mean, it's pretty good.
What do you think of? It's a lot of young dogs over there on that defense line. What's kind of the attitude in the defensive line room? I imagine it's pretty competitive in terms of just being able to get playing time, get on the field.
Right. Well, I mean, like we all, like I said, we all like together just fight, and we all are competitive athletes, and so we all work together, try to like get each other better. So we're not really like pick and choosing, like, oh no, you're not this, you're not that. Like you can't take my spot. No, we're all just we're all together in one. So we're all just trying to like fight and all be successful as one.
Because it is so young, do you guys ever talk about the future at all? Like where you guys are going to be in a couple years from now?
Well, we just talk about just day one, every single day. We just take it one day at a time. That's the only thing we can do.
You know, you talked about being a redshirt freshman, just going from your first year and trying to fill out things. You know, how do you feel like you've improved? What are some areas you've gotten better at this one?
Certainly since last year, I feel like I've gotten better personally, just understanding the play calls and understanding the plays. Over the offseason, I just was working by myself, learning over the playbook, trying to get to know the playbook more. Because I know if you don't know that playbook, you get more chances to play on playing time, obviously. So that's one thing I took seriously, was just the playbook and technique and using my hand striking. So that's one thing I worked on the most.
Are you primarily an end or a tackle, or do they distinguish? Say you just?
I can play. I'll play anything. I mean, whatever Coach Rock feels best putting me at nose guard, defensive end, tackle, wherever is best fit. I'm down for whatever.
How did Coach Tucker or Coach Rocker, how'd they kind of approach things with you guys after what you guys did in the second half? I mean, they probably don't want you guys to get big heads, think you're,
Right.
you know, the Chicago Bears and what year was that?
How emotions after the game?
What? No, like this week. I mean.
Oh, this week.
saying,
Well, I mean,
you know,
like it was. They of course congratulating us. I mean, but move on to the next game. So I mean, like it's great that we did that, but what are we gonna do now? So what? Now what? So that's how we approach things every single day, and so I feel like that's what we're doing now.
what are you guys talking now? Shutout or something? Or?
I mean, that's always the goal, but I mean, if we execute the plan and the game plan, then I feel like we have a good chance of doing that.
You know, going back to when you were in high school, when did Georgia kind of come on the map for you? And you kind of think about this where you want to come?
Going back to high school, I'd probably say at the end of my junior year, I think that's when I came up here for a visit, and then going into my senior year, that's when they started talking to me, looking at me a lot. Coach Rocker, Coach Pruitt, and Coach Rick, of course, and then that's when they started giving me more attention, and then they gave the offer probably right before my senior year.
When did you kind of realize that this is where you wanted to be?
Well, I mean, I always grew up to be a dog fan ever since I was a little kid, of course, and then so Georgia has always been a contender ever since freshman year of high school. So I mean, they've always been in the idea of me coming here, but it definitely nailed it. Like right when I got the offer, it definitely came to realization like, wow, this is definitely home. Especially when I came here to my official visit, I was like, yeah, I think this might be the right spot for me.
How early on did you kind of think that playing collegiately was something that was possible? Was it, I mean, even before high school, or when did that kind of come into your head?
Just play college football?
Yeah.
Ever since my first year playing football. I mean, my dad's an NFL football player. Used to be an NFL football player. Played for the Bowling Green in Ohio for college. And so I always wanted to follow my dad's footsteps and just try to be better than my dad. And that was probably all it is.
Did he